So, first things first, can you all hear me this time before before I go talking shit for 10 minutes to myself? What does that
I wanted
Tubbs
to see.
stand back
I'm
up?
working with the TV, right? I wanted to see did the background work, and then I realized the minute I came on screen, it whitewashed the shit out of it.
Tubbs, stand up a second. What does that t-shirt say? Looks 18, feels 12, acts 10. That makes me 40. There is so much to unpack with that t-shirt.
But every sentence of it is kind of fucking true to my personality, right?
I'm not going to go any further with that, but before we go any further, actually, Tubbs, there's been a request to show like a picture I have of you, so I'm just gonna do that right now. And this one is
Do I even get a say in this?
afraid not, my friend. This one is
Motherfuckers.
this one is for Smith Lord.
Okay, okay. Wow.
This is
So
baby
basically,
Tubbs.
right? So this is basically what, like the first proper show in a month, and we're starting off like this.
Yes, we are.
Okay, okay. Let's see where this is going.
And every other week, I'm afraid, has been the request.
Bring it the fuck on, I said.
So yeah, that's that.
And you can hear me all right on this, right?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you just
perfect.
fine. Just fine.
Just
But
fine.
so yeah, the the chat has been going since about 9:15 because I was checking in
Nice.
to make sure everything was working okay. I'm going to start back here. Mick Holland
Yeah,
was
I'm just
here
gonna.
first. Mick says woof. We say "Arr," back to that. Jonathan just reminded me not to forget the start button this week and says, "Hey, Tubbs in chat." Gerard is here as well. Gerard. He says,
Story
"Hey,
Jared.
everyone." Gerard, Jono. Mick says, "Good evening." And fuck you too, Holland, with your thinly veiled Arsenal joke.
Oh, with
Um,
the evening.
evening. Uh,
Evening. Mhm.
it was a comment that used to be said by a previous Arsenal manager who managed to knock Manchester United out
Oh.
of the European competition last year, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Jared says, "Hey Mick, hey Jonathan, hey Brian, covering all bases." And I just reminded the lads we were on at 1:30 this week, not 9 o'clock, because we got to give half an hour for Tubbs time. Mini
I
Tubbs
gotta get
time.
the kiddos to bed, kids. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Mick and Jared. G Force is here. Hey Mr. G Man. He says, "Hey Brian
Story buddy.
Tubbs." Jonathan Jared. Mick says, "Yo G Man." Everybody's saying hello to each other anyway. He he says, "One lonely Yankee amongst all these glorious Irish mates." Yeah, but everyone we've got to have a token like one.
Dude, it brings it. You know what it does? It brings the fucking the goodness into this entire fucking design we have going here. Like,
Chris says, "Don't forget to press the right button." And Tubbs' new pick, as we've just shown. Everyone say hello to Chris.
story,
Everybody hates
Chris.
Chris. And Mick says, "Brian's action figure reviews, as in Tubbs giving you two shakes." No, Mick doesn't work like that.
I've been
Um,
trying, my friend. I've been trying to make that happen for years now, and he just keeps batting it away.
he can't
No pun
reach. Like
intended.
that's the only thing. They would say reach around, but he can't reach up.
Dude, I can't even climb your fucking knee. Like, I wish I could get that far.
Two shake maximum, Mick. G4 says loud. Oh, and he's gone. I
Who,
didn't do
me?
that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mick, it's the small hands takes longer to jerk off. Does Brian
Okay,
know
I
he's
might click
muted?
for a second.
James McGurk is here as well. I can hear you, Tubbs. Your grand. You just you had a little fit there. Oh, he's gone. I'm going to continue on reading the comments anyway because there's so fucking many. Mick says, "Unleash the dwarf upon his wee Shetland pony." I think Mick,
Now,
the
that
Shetland
wasn't my
pony, might
internet.
have
That was
knocked
me
him.
switching to the Wi-Fi.
Fuck's sake, Tubbs. So Mick, yeah, I
Was
think
the
that was the Shetland pony knocked him over there. That's what happened.
It took me
G4
out at
says,
the
"Hey
knees,
James,
kids.
Connor of Fuller's Figures is here." He said,
Story Connor.
Some come here to sit and think, others come to shit and stick. I come here to scratch my balls and write graffiti on the walls. Unknown Irish poet. That is beautiful. I absolutely love
That is
that.
fucking majestic, my friend.
Like I sit, think shit, and write graffiti on the walls. And if the balls get itchy, you gotta have a scratch. So yeah.
And, I
Uh,
mean, let's be honest, the balls get at you, gotta kind of like,
do that again. The balls get itchy. You have to.
yeah,
Like that's
you gotta tug on the trug, like John said.
that's your penis tubs. There's a difference.
Dude, they
Yeah,
don't call it that where I'm from.
fair enough. I'm from the same place, so shut up.
Yeah, but
Uh,
out my way, they call it the magic baby stick. Like,
yeah, well, you are the one with 3 kids, so I won't say nothing more about that.
there you go.
G4 says, "Hey Connor, Tom Pine is here. Hey Tom, how's it going, my friend?
Sorry, buddy.
Retarded baby Tubsy Wupsy. Gerard, say hello to everyone. Connor and Tom. You can't say retarded. You can't say retarded, Chris. It's sophisticated.
Yeah, I
Ease
mean,
up on the disability jokes. Come on, like that's fucking off.
yeah, I mean, you can't even joke about the good
No.
stuff anymore. Like,
Still making me paste that picture. It's really funny, and he made it himself, which is even better.
yeah,
Simon is
look, come
here.
here.
Well done. Welcome, Simon, again.
So, our story say,
Tip of the cap. Tubbs again disrespectfully wears no cap.
I never wear a cap.
Make even. Hey, Cy. Jonathan Redmond. Make meow Brian Z. Winesy. Okay, now I know Mick is broken because he's a dog guy and he just said meow. Mr. Redmond and tip of the cap to all in the chat. Cy, Connor, you never wank alone. Boo Manga. I think manga's awesome, but anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Oh crap! Cy's mad at me for forgetting to go back and pick up that Deathstroke. You man, you do who what? Okay, and
Is that a sports reference I don't get?
you don't get any sports references, Tubbs.
I get some.
Didn't you say at one point in your life you supported Chelsea?
I know. This is a true story. I do. I still support Chelsea. I'm just the worst soccer fan in the world.
We don't need the background on it, but I just wanted to say, like, Chelsea lost tonight to
Dude, I could be completely honest with you. I am a Chelsea fan, but I haven't not watched soccer in maybe 2.5 years. So
Jonathan has a question for you.
Yes.
He says, Tubbs, if you did wear a cap, what logo would be on it?
I mean, it's me, so I'm pretty sure they have like some form of like Twisted Tubbs logo on it or some shit.
Yeah, because he does self-referential and love himself that much. Like,
but outside of that, I reckon I'd probably have the Flash or Batman symbol on it.
Yeah.
or,
G-Force
or a trucker cap.
G-Force says, I see Tubbs in an Arsenal hat.
Ugh.
I mean, it is red.
I'm not, dude. I would never, ever, ever wear a cricket hat. Like, never. You know, just you would never get me.
You know, Tubbs, that whole pretending you don't know what you're saying stuff is old, my friend. Just like you.
It might be old, but every single time I do it on the Facebooks when there's a fucking match going on and people get really pissed off about it.
Yeah, but see, that's because you insult your hometown on Facebook, which is really dumb.
Man, it's funnier when you insult your hometown on Facebook when you know people are like Limerick-a-boo. And by the way, just for record, when I hear that shit, I'm like, that makes me go like, now I'm fucking ripping it even worse.
But that's because you don't understand it, though.
It's fucking stupid. Even saying it sounds fucking stupid. Like,
Limerick-a-boo is like Irish for go Limerick. So,
and then even the other one. What's the other one? Limerick, you're my lady. We all know this. I love Limerick City, but Limerick's not a lady. It's a fucking whore. You know, they're just trying to glass it up.
Everyone's whore, Tubbs. Anyway,
we can all dream.
Moving on. Sai says, GG unit, nice gauntlet video today, fella. Some top stuff there. Yes, I've been meaning to check that out as well today. Mick says he would have. I love that Brie Larson. I love Brie Larson on his hat. Lovely.
Oh God, could you imagine it?
You get your a Captain Marvel.
I have a Captain Marvel cap in my closet, lads.
along with a lot of things in the closet, I'd say, Tubbs.
There's
So
so
I'm
much things in
kicking,
the closet. I'm in the snow and Narnia.
I'm kicking myself. I didn't remember Deathstroke until I was working on the video. Jonathan says, "Lol, Mick was expecting Superman in the cap." To be honest, Man of Steel
Yeah, yeah. I
Tubbs.
mean, you would think.
Brian, bring your popcorn. It's a long one. Nice. I do love when you go to all these stores though, like because we've got Dunn's and like Tesco and shops like that here at supermarkets, and there is no sign of a toy in them. And you guys just
No,
walk in
we
there
we
casually.
we have
Oh look, you've
fucking
got
nothing
some
like.
NECA, you've got some Marvel Legends, you've got some Black Series. We got none over here.
dude, dude, we don't even have that shit in when you read. I mean, look, we have some Marvel Legends, but like we don't have any DC figures. We don't have fucking. I've never seen a NECA in Smith's store, toy store.
There's
Like
definitely
we
no
don't, we
NECA. I
don't.
have seen McFarlane and Legends for
Well,
sure. Though.
and the ones I've really seen have been kind of like movie related.
Yeah, it's all the Black Adam stuff
Yeah,
now is in Smiths at the
like all
moment.
at the moment they had the Black Adam stuff, and or they had the Batman stuff. Then it was like the Justice League stuff from the Snyder Cut or whatever before that. But outside of that, they don't. You can't get any like Clayface
But
or
like
Junior
I'm
Man
sure
Bat.
like Connor, Mick, and Jonathan will remember like years ago when Tesco was Quinsworth or whatever it was called, and done stores years ago. That's where we all got our like Action Force and our
Yeah, yeah.
Toy Biz Marvel Legends and stuff like that. Like, so it's weird. Like, it's
It would have been
disappeared
there.
from over here.
Mm.
Um, so he says, "Don't worry, fella. Hunt's still on. It's that Azrael bat I'm also hunting for. It's disappeared. Is that the blue and yellow one, Simon? Because I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yes, this is the now they actually have them. I think Big Bang Comics have them for pre-order, but if you can't get it there, where was I looking at it?
Amazon
Zavi,
probably.
Zavi have them.
I wouldn't trust Zavi on pre-orders
Yeah,
though.
but you can get them there. Like,
Mick
because
says
I
Irish
actually want to get the
supermarkets.
Nightfall Batman as well.
Irish supermarkets are fucking shite. A1 on that. The
Mm-hmm.
black one, I have it for you. Connor says, but we have Big Bang Comics, and I take that over anything else. Yes, I do. I absolutely love Big Bang Comics.
Yeah.
But in saying that, if I was to be greedy, I'd love to have a few options that I could go in and look around.
I mean, like I would love, because I know for at one point in time we did have like, do you remember for the Forbidden Planet? It's in Dublin now, but
Yeah,
we
it's
did
in
have
Dublin.
one. We did
Yeah,
have one in
I know
Limerick.
a guy who used to work in there, the one in Limerick, and it was awesome.
Dude, I lived in the fucking place.
We had all the
Like I did it,
McFarlane Spawn stuff at the
but we
time, I
don't
think it
have
was.
anything like that anymore in Limerick. Like there's just, and I wish we did, but we don't seem to have any options like Big Bang here in the city. Like,
Um, Simon says the blue and yellow one just come out. Jonathan says, in fairness though, our toy shops are full to the brim, so it all evens out. Yeah,
mm.
Mick says Quinsworth had all the Transformers, I remember. Connor says, get the train up for a day's hunt, you go. That might be an idea.
Do you know, fucking
Tough for now
like,
on to back
to be
work, obviously.
fair, me and Brian did speak. We did talk about this, about possibly putting away like fucking a chunk of money and then just go up and like vlog it.
I'm
Remember
not
we talked about
vlogging
that? Got up
anything.
and just fucking got up to Big Bang and just do a
Well,
big shop.
you just tell me when you're going in because I can go most weeks.
Yeah, that'd be
So
fucking cool. That'd be a cool trip.
on to the show. So
Okay,
Tubbs,
onto the show.
this week we're going to be talking about some TV shows and the controversy it stirred up. She-Hulk, House of the Dragon, Rings of Power, stuff like that. But first, have you got anything for a show and tell?
I actually do.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Jonathan said, "Kids, fair price for you two Tubbs. Buy one can't get one free."
Yeah, I have a show and tell. I have stuff
Okay.
to show and tell, and I have a brand new image that I drew.
Oh, we'll get onto that. That's the next section.
That's the next section. So
Okay,
well,
so
I go over.
I'll
I go
make
over
you big.
there. Yeah, okay. So you're here. Okay. I'll go with the small one first. I picked this fucker up the other day.
Oh, Hawkeye. Nice.
Yeah. For how much, Brian?
Was it $5?
Let me see. The fucking lighting is all over the shop. $3.
Marvel Legend, $3. That's Marvel
$3.
Legends Hawkeye from Retro Series Wave, I think.
I think so. Oh, he didn't come with the boring. Like, I was in a fucking flea market, like one of those secondhand stores. and I found Hawkeye.
Flea
But
market and stores. How very American of you.
I know, yeah. See, we have an American viewer here, so I mean, it's we got to balance it out. And I also got these. Let me see if I can get these up now.
That's a lot of Go-Go Power Rangers tubs.
That is a lot of Go-Go Power Rangers. It's the entire first fucking wave, I think. The first 7 fucking issues, from like 1 to like fucking to like 6, I think, or fucking 7. And then I
And
got this.
they're actually meant to be not bad. Like,
I mean, look at this. Is some of the art in it. I'll give you a quick bounce at it.
I mean, I don't care about the art. It's the story I'm interested in tubs.
Like,
But you though, definitely. Yeah,
I mean,
I've read
really,
some of them. I've read some of them.
it's really well drawn. But then I got Batman Turning Points.
Nice.
Good one there. I got the Pink Ranger origin story. And I got. Do you remember that one I got a few weeks back? Bloodline.
Yeah.
I found fucking issue 2.
Oh, nice.
And all
Pretty
those
cool
books,
cover on that as well.
15 fucking quid for 9 graphic novels.
Where'd you find those? You told me already.
In a flea market.
But where was this flea market?
It was. Do you know where it was? I don't tell you. It was a second-hand store across Martyrs Quay by the Old Duns.
Oh.
So I ended up with
I
a
think
with
I
a
know it. I think I
Hawkeye.
know it.
Yeah, I got the Hawkeye. I found in a different store. Because every now and again I'm in town with the missus, and we just randomly go into these old stores just to see, can you find anything like, do you know what I mean? Fucking, I like a bit of a hunt, but yeah, that was, I mean, realistically, it's less than $20 for all that shit. Like,
Not bad at all. Good hunt.
yeah,
Jonathan
I was very.
says, Brian, what are the rules for the show and tell? Too soon. Smith Lord says, has to be bought between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. No more than €5 and has to have an hour in it, John.
Yeah, that's about it. Like,
Connor says about your T-shirt. I think he missed you showing it off a while ago. He says, "Jesus,
yeah.
I hope the third line of that T-shirt isn't years old."
Axe 10
feels 12 years old. 12-year-olds. And you know what? I actually thought the exact same thing, Connor. Fucking hell.
I mean, it could be like miscommunicated.
Like.
Fuck off, like.
Jeez, the fly must have burst your eardrum with a buzzing. You're so small.
Like. Oh man, it feels so good to have my hearing back, dude.
Jonathan says those Rangers comics look cool. Any chance of a review, Tubbs?
Yeah, dude, I can fucking do that. I can fucking definitely fucking go through those. From what I can see, anyways, as I said, it's the Go-Go Power Rangers.
It's what's the name of the fucking?
It's the first 7 issues, and then the Pink Ranger origin story from the Shattered Grid. So I think it's the first wave. Well, fucking yeah, wasn't it? I mean, they were all in one stack, man. So someone must have just like fucking handed them into the store, like the entire wave.
So I have a few things. Well, I've only 3 things for what you call
Give us a look, see, buddy.
Okay, so you're gonna find this one a little bit funny. So this figure, my uncle was coming up to fix something in the house basically last week, and he goes, "Oh, you collect him toys, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do, yeah." And he goes, "Well, we were cleaning out a house in town a few weeks ago, and I saw this thing sitting on the mantelpiece. The owners were gone for 8 months, like, and it was first order Stormtrooper.
Wow.
But it's made of it's chrome, well, or not chrome, but what do they call it? Die cast. So it's a ton weight. Like if I threw it at you, I would really hurt. Well, I would probably squash you, but anyway.
What I mean, that looks really fucking cool. So that's gonna like really fit in well with your collection.
I think it's from the Disney Ultimate line or something like that. I had a look around, but yeah, he's really cool. Single jointed elbows, double jointed, whatever. And yeah, he's pretty nice. He's better. He's actually better than the Black Series ones I have. But he's
a solid boy, like.
He's a solid boy. He is. But I have to get him a weapon because he looks pretty bare without it. But yeah,
he needs a pew, like.
A nice unexpected bonus. Yeah, so I got stuff from Big Bang Comics as well last Thursday. So first off, I was buying this. There'll be a review of this guy tomorrow as well. So this is the Marvel Legends Firelord. So he's like a Herald of Galactus.
Oh,
Um,
deadly.
I don't know if you can really make it out there, but like
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
the face sculpt on this guy is insane.
Like
He's
your lighting is 10 times better than mine. Like
he just looks crazy, like impressive looking. I don't know, intense or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, he's really cool. I'll have a review of him up tomorrow evening. And when I was buying him, I saw they have a bit of a sale still on there as well. So I just picked up this guy as well for €10. Flame on Human Torch.
oh, wicked.
I already have like a
Johnny
normal like
Storm.
normal Johnny Storm. So I was like, fuck it, I need one of these as well.
Sure,
But
if you
they've
ever
done,
wanted to do like photography or something, you can actually have a transition or something.
yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I saw someone do that. But they actually have the rest of the Fantastic Four as well, all between €10 and €13.
Really. Now, the only thing I find with the Big Bang website is sometimes I find it hard to navigate when I'm trying to find shit.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
And
pick myself
now, I
up.
mean, like as I said, it's just the sale stuff because I find, if you're just trying to look for sale stuff on just figures, you kind of have to just go through the list of sale stuff. You kind of bounce in between figures and comic books and stuff.
Well, I
I
suppose
don't
you have
mind it.
to know what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's just a bit of navigation, really. Like
Um, Brian, what's on the top of your cap? Thank you for noticing this, Connor. So this is like a
it's
sticker.
Deadpool.
It was
Oh,
no, there was a bit of a sticker stuck to the top of my cap. It's actually from the RoboCop box.
I actually thought that came off
I
the
don't know
figure
how
when
that
you were
got there,
fucking.
but anyway, thanks, Connor.
I thought it came off the figure. I didn't realize it was on your hat.
Where was I? So Jared says, "Hey, Cy. Hey, Jared." Jonathan says, "Very cool, Brian." Jared, yes, the Elite series. That's what I meant to say, of course. So the Disney Elite series. And Connor said, the problem with those sequel trilogy diecast figures is they're very hard to flush. But Connor, see, I would just use it as a weapon rather than flushing it down the toilet. Make something useful out of it at least.
But I mean, all jokes aside, like I mean, it'll definitely look really cool in the stand with the rest of them. Like.
It is a bit. I think it is a bit bigger as well than the Black series, like maybe 6.5
Just put
inches,
it in the back.
or put it at the front.
Put it in the front. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for laughing. Maybe the uncle was fixing the jacks, Connor. Actually, he was. So I can't.
There you go.
He actually was. James says, "Cool fire lord." You might say he's hot though, not cool.
He's very, very sweaty boy. He is.
He's a warm boy. No, but he is like class figure. And yeah, so Brian, what's on top of your cap? Yeah, he was right. Smittler said that Human Torch looks like a log after some chilies. Yeah, I can imagine.
I think he looks like a fucking wicked out figure out. To be fair.
And I did say already, didn't I? Did the rest of the retro Fantastic Four are all like about 12 to 14.
Yeah, you were saying they're pretty
I
damn
might
cheap.
get
Like.
the rest. Jonathan said, "What the fuck was that? Was that a yoke, Brian?" Unfortunately, not. It would have been dropping that shit.
He wants to come back with a bang, literally. Like.
Jesus, no. Hey Connor, shall we get him one of those hats with a propeller on it? Get one for Tubbs, a rainbow colored one. Oh my god. Chris, I thought that's what he was going for. He's also got loo roll stuck on his shoe. Hold on. No. No bug roll today. Jonathan just laughing as well. Jono, they are purple now. Like a really bad cartoon. Go Irish propeller inspector batshit.
Fucking deadly mouse.
I'm fucking psychic, me. You want a cartoon? I'll just put this guy in the show.
Just put him on. Let me fucking ramble to the teddy bear man.
I told you he'll appear every week at some point now. And I can't explain what Tubbs is doing. When other kids put a kick me sticker on Tubbs's back at school, did they use a stamp?
Fucking cunt.
was too big.
Oh man, I kind of half expected. It's been a few weeks since like like the jokes have kind of like been like sitting there, so you know they have to
G-Force
be
says,
used.
Brian, I sent you a pic on Instagram of a diorama I'm working on. I know, we'll have a
Mm.
look at that. Let's go. Oh, I can't sign into my Instagram on this computer. Hold on. Switch. Yeah, I don't have my fucking action figure review account on my Instagram. Hold on. Send it to me on Twitter.
Watch how
G-Force.
professional he sounds. I don't have my Brian's Action Figure Reviews account details with me at this very time.
Well, somebody has to be organised on the two of us, Tubbs.
Let's be honest. There's a reason you moderate the show. Like,
Chris says price and sticker gun, Connor. For putting the kick me on your back, Tubbs.
Oh,
One of his figures, sticker gun. My favorite ad so far, Chris has done for the show was The Exorcist. Piss funny. Actually, I might be able to switch it over. Okay.
The Exorcist one. Have I seen that?
Possibly. Okay. Twitter.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just went into Twitter and that picture of you came up again.
Oh, the fucking baby one. Is it on fucking Twitter?
It's in my fucking message thingy.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to share it. It's all over Twitter too. But
Okay. Fuck it. It's the running promotion for our show now, so we might as well fucking keep this fucking train rolling. Like,
so here is a diorama that G-Force is currently working on. It looks fucking awesome.
okay.
Check that out. So clean.
Oh wow.
Absolutely love that, man. That is absolutely wicked.
And what is this? I'm new to the diorama things, but is this like made? Is this like wooden with like a clean coat of paint on it and stuff, or is this like made with like different?
I think is the bottom of it wooden. Maybe I'm not 100% sure.
Because I'm unsure because I know the one that you had gotten done. That's a wooden base, right?
The one I have is definitely different. No, it's
Okay.
G-Force says it's insulation foam. So yeah, it's same as mine.
Okay, insulation foam. Jesus, you wouldn't even know.
That is awesome because it actually looks legit like wood.
Yeah, that's why I asked
legit-
because of the way it's kind of it has the double layer kind of curve on it and stuff.
Yeah, and that's like shows how legit it is. So cool.
Very fucking good, dude.
Mint Funner's figure says fucking deadly G-Force. And Chris says, I'm going to send you that Exorcist so Tubbs can see it, Brian.
Dude, because I'm not sure because when I'll be honest, I kind of was off Twitter for a bit. I kind of wasn't going into Twitter much, so I kind of might have missed one or two things.
But yeah, insulation foam, mint. Very cool G-Force. Take out the container for the door. That is really cool. Mick says, nice one, G-Man. Yeah, if anyone else like has some creative stuff they wanna see on the
man, just throw it up.
Just send it to me, and I will try and get it up there for you.
That's where we're here, man. We're here to talk about the pop culture and the fucking creation of the community. So it's
okay,
fucking.
So how much?
It's always good to see.
Oh, I don't think I can share links straight away. Hold on, I'll try this now and see if I get it working. That Exorcist thing.
Now, who's Linda Blair? Me or you?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this. Where are we? Okay, so this is it. If you can see it.
Will you get out of there, please? You're no fun. I'm working.
See you later, Mr.
Oh wow.
100% day one. I love it. I hadn't seen that. That's glorious. That's genuinely
incredible.
fucking brilliant.
That's so good. Yeah.
Brian is the fucking old one just jumping up a bit.
Huh? Leave me alone.
Fantastic. I love it.
Amazing. And another that hasn't been shown yet. Oh, hold on. There's another. Chris is just straight out ruining us here. Like,
Dude, but you know what? This is like I think this is like brilliant. It's like he's putting our faces in pop culture. Like when you think about it,
yeah, I don't
You
know
know,
about that. I don't know
in
how
a
I feel
really
about some
twisted,
of these,
weird
but
way.
yeah.
Like, but yeah, I think it's fucking glorious.
Okay, so this is the next one.
Open your mind.
Wait.
I had to be the dude on the fucking stomach, didn't I?
Open your mind. Take my hand.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Tubbs, he's almost too small to be you.
He's turned into a disgruntled fan.
Where's that restraining order? I'm joking. Fucking brilliant. Tom says, nice one, Brian. Just bought the torch figure. Oh, excellent, man. Yeah, for
Deadly.
€10, you cannot go wrong, to be fair. Like,
Is that how much it was in Big Ben? 10
tenner,
euro.
yeah, plus post or
Okay,
whatever.
fucking cool.
Fuller Singer says, I have this rash on my privates. I'm not sure if I should get it seen. I'll send you a pic. That's where I draw the line, Connor, I'm afraid. G4 says, that's fantastic. Jonathan says, shitload of dick pics are about to arrive now. Brian saying this to the audience, are you mad? Well, to be fair, if anyone sends me dick pics, I'll just put them up on Twitter and say, this is from a very small person. So, yeah.
And it's not me.
At your peril, you can do that. Chris,
Or just set them up an OnlyFans account.
only cans.
Only cans and fucking small dicks.
Chris is a maniacal genius, says G-Force. Jared says, brilliant. Chris is like a fucking machine blasting this out. Long may it last. Blast
Yeah,
last.
I love it. I
You're
think it's
both- you
fucking
don't know
brilliant, man.
Manga Fandango laughing.
It's going to, but you know what it is? This is what I love about this show, is right? It's like, you know, like the weekly stuff that we've kind of incorporated in with like the show and tell and the artwork, and now it's kind of like we have like Chris doing these kind of like weekly promo fucking skits for the fucking show. It's
Smith Lord's weekly cinema skit.
yeah, man, fucking it. I mean, it's all part and parcel of the fucking magic in the show, like, and I love it.
Jonathan says, Jesus Christ, that's deadly. Connor says, open your mind.
Open your mind.
Tell me again, what
And your
is that
pants.
from Total Recall, is it?
Yeah, that was Total Recall. Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
back when Arnie was
Salacious-
just learning to act.
Salacious Rome is here. I feel
Feel
aroused.
aroused, salacious.
Tubbs, you still have to go on his show.
I
he
fucking
says,
do,
"Hey,
man.
Rum."
We still gotta fucking hook that up and go like.
Everybody say hello to Rum.
Wrong.
His show was great last night, as well as always. He loves making the guests comfortable or uncomfortable as the story may go. Smith Lord says, I have been enjoying the fake album covers, but they are actual album covers that I've been messing about with. Okay, so what do you want to talk about first, Tubbs? Actually, have you guys seen the trailer for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
Oh my god! Like, so many people came at me with this, and they were like, "It was like that has to be fake. That's not real." I was like, "This is genuinely a real fucking thing."
Yeah.
Like it looks so bad. I can't wait to see it. Like
Would it be the most awkward double bill in history if you watched like one of the Winnie the Pooh animated movies and then watched this right after it?
But do you know what? I mean, look, off the cuff, outside of the whole, you know, like spoilers and the thing was Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and the whole lot, right? Like it looks like your normal run of the mill horror fucking slasher flick
Yeah, it
with
just
Winnie,
looks like
with Winnie
shite.
the Pooh.
Like,
But I really, really want to fucking see this twisted take on the childhood fucking books and cartoons that we all grew up watching.
it's basically two killers in a Winnie the Pooh and a pig mask.
Well, I mean,
That's all
but
it is, like, isn't it?
But this is what it is right? Because even he's talking about it in the trailer to your one that he's engaged to, about like because this is basically what happens is when he went off to college and they were left to fend for themselves, they became feral and wild. So they are supposed to be creatures, animals,
So
but the
guys, have
suits
you
look
seen
so
this trailer?
bad.
Because if not, I think I should probably play it.
Yeah, but it is basically to the point of it's just because it's a low budget movie, so the masks and stuff look like masks.
Oh yeah, they
So
do.
it
Yeah,
does. So it does
they
look like
don't look.
two blokes in masks, but they're actually supposed to be Winnie the Pooh and Piglet from Christopher Robin's imagination.
Okay, so I'm gonna just play it because I can't describe how.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it's worth watching for just like
For
it's
just how
probably
fucking mad it looks.
it's probably going to be terrible. But I think, from my personal review, I'm watching it. It looks so bad. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, so here we
It
go.
just looks like it's going to be batshit. Like,
You can all see and hear it. Okay.
You know, you're the first person I ever shown this place to.
Why am I so special?
Because soon will be Christopher and Mary Robin.
We should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
like watch the sign.
Christopher,
I know.
we need to
Yeah.
leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happening here, okay?
That's not Ewan McGregor.
See, even the titles they've turned wild, so they are supposed to be creatures. Like,
Did you say have a pool?
I don't get this. This is what I mean. This is when I saw this part. It was just a typical
We need to go.
Yeah, it's
slasher
just
flick with the girls.
standard horror film like.
Yeah, like I don't get what these girls have to do with it.
What was that?
The head looking in the fucking door.
We used to be friends. Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear, I swear.
Fuck's sake.
I
So
mean, look at
fucking
the
stupid.
titles there are pretty good, but I mean, look, we both know it's this. This is basically what happens. Like, but like the original Mickey Mouse, to the black and white Mickey Mouse concepts or that art and
Oh,
stuff.
fucking something Willy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's public domain as of next year.
I think they can't use it in movies though. It's only like pictures.
I
or
don't know,
something
man.
like
I mean, I think it's the original content, the original character designs are public domain, not the Disney one. But like you couldn't call it Mickey Mouse, you call it Willy or whatever the fuck it is. But this new Winnie the Pooh one, like I mean, it just goes to show when something goes public domain from your
And
childhood.
it's not like Disney like to let something like Winnie the Pooh go, is it? It's a strange one,
Well,
like.
see, this is the thing. This isn't the Winnie the Pooh. They have the rights to kind of the version.
Oh yeah,
they
I know
created.
they can't do the Disney Winnie the Pooh,
This
but
is
they can do.
this version is from the A.A. Milne books, the original concept art, which is kind of why you probably won't see him like
funny.
like speak a certain way or use mannerisms and words or even if they speak at all.
Yeah, Jonathan said, "I don't think it's dudes in masks." Yeah, like there's parts.
Yeah,
of it look-
it isn't supposed to be. It's genuinely supposed to be like the cuddly little, like guys he hung out with in the 100 Acre Woods, grown up kind of older and more feral and vicious.
Oh bother!
But I do get your point,
Girls
Brian.
have sweet honey pots.
That's probably why they're there. But I do get what you were saying a while ago. Is the reason you would have mistaken it for like two dudes in masks is because they do look like masks.
That's because it's low
Even
budget.
though, yeah, it's because it's low budget, man. Do you know what I mean? It's but you know something? Looking at that trailer, right? That's probably all the best bits in the trailer are probably the best bits in the movie.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
But it could be surprisingly it could be a surprisingly good horror
It's
film.
gonna be like dumb as shit, and it'll be over an hour and a half, and you'll forget about it the following day. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, but it's because it's And I think there's more interest on it because it's Winnie the Pooh, and someone turned it into an R-rated fucking slasher horror.
Yeah,
And I
well,
think
that's
that's
what.
where the
Because remember, at the first time it came out, I was like, "Guys, did you see the thing that was on comicbookmovie.com on this show?" I said it about the fucking Winnie the Pooh thing, and yeah, it's here. I
and
didn't
now it's
think
a
it was
fucking
real at
thing,
first,
right?
like.
And now it is a fucking thing.
And Simon says that looks as good as Chris's chili dump. Yeah, a steaming pile of shite. G4. Okay, that's just having a conversation. Disney have been fighting to hold off stuff going public domain for decades, as tons of their IP are getting close to
Yeah, because a
the
lot of
free
their
for all
IP
date.
would be hitting that 90, 95
I
year
think
mark now,
so.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be like 100 years or something? They had
Yeah,
some
I
of
mean,
them
I think the
was
Winnie
in
the Pooh stuff was 95. I think it was 95 years.
1920s.
I'm probably wrong on the number, but I think it was in and around that thing, 90, 95 years. So the A.A. Millen books they had gone public domain then. So
The next thing I was going to mention was I hadn't planned for it, but I just saw it there about a half an hour ago. Today is the 30th anniversary of Batman the Animated Series.
this is fucking right, yeah. This bad boy beast right
I
there.
knew you had it. I knew you'd have something. You'd know.
It's like right there next to me.
So, like,
but,
Tubbs, have you? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be a prick, and I'm going to ask you to pick out. Have you one favorite moment from the show in the since it came out? Like, and anyone in the
from the
comments,
animated series, like.
anyone in the chat can get in on this as well.
Well, my favorite animated oh god, it's
Episode, moment, whatever.
I'm trying to remember the name of the episode. It's the Mr. Freeze episode. I think it was Heart of Ice.
Yeah,
it's
that's
one of my
one.
favorite. I also love the two part origin story of Two-Face. Any episode that has the Joker in it is always gold. But there were so many. Like, there were so many fucking,
purpose in life.
like, but that'll tell you, like, because I mean I know it ran. Because it had, I mean, on this thing they have it broken into 4 seasons, but it was 109 episodes in total, and I think that included like the newer version. What was it? It wasn't. No. And on this box set here, it literally has all 109 episodes, and the 2 features, Mask of the Phantasm and
but
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, they were the
Yeah,
animated.
they were the Mask of the Phantom. I mean, like I've said,
the feature length stuff.
I mean, I've said it to you before. It's like Mask of the Phantom is genuinely one of my favorite Batman movies.
A lot of people laud that as the best Batman movie ever.
I think it's the best Batman Bruce Wayne duality story ever told in film, and I know it's not live action, but I think they just captured it so well in that. But the show in general, like even like just the way they did the Rogue Gallery, and then the kind of and the kind of stories, even though like you'd have like 2 parts of Two-Face and then you'd have 2 parts of Catwoman, you have this, they all kind of integrated in a way. And it was weird that a show did that, and just the animation style and all.
Didn't they use like black tracer paper?
They drew on black paper and then brought. That's why it had such a unique look to it.
Looking like,
which is fucking is fantastic. Like, and it kind of makes me sad now that I mean, I know Warner Brothers are still making the Cape Crusader show and shopping it around,
aren't they? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I hope it's fucking like I honestly don't think it will be, but I hope the Cape Crusader, when it does find a home, becomes this generation's animated series for kids.
Connor says, "Wow, 30 years, that was epic viewing." Jonathan says,
"So good."
30 years, fucking hell. Yeah, I totally agree with the fucking hell part.
But when you think about it, this is the fucked up thing. 30 years is the 90s, my friend.
Yeah. X-Men and Spider-Man the same. 30 years.
Like we were, I mean, you think about it, we were spoiled back then, man. Like
we had our animated MCU back then.
We had some of the best fucking, like some of the best superhero cartoons overall, like for our time.
Connor said the Two-Face stuff was brilliant.
Yeah, I love that whole arc. Like,
okay, I think it's time to call out G-Force here. I'm ashamed to say, being a big Batman fan, I've never seen the animated series.
Oh,
Wow.
G-Force, man, get on
No,
that, man.
You know what? I will do the opposite. I will say, G-Force, you are one lucky motherfucker because you will get to enjoy this as an adult watching it for the first time.
No, I
You
mean,
will
and I know me
understand
and
it
Brian
so much more.
always, but I know me and Brian genuinely always kind of like banter back and forth with the jokes about the Marvel DC thing, but I'm 100% on board with him. Lucky son of a bitch, man, because
Yeah.
like if I could go back and experience every episode for the first time again, like it would be like your childhood all over again. Like, I mean, it would be a new viewing process, but fuck me. I've seen them all like so many times, but I still love to pick and choose, and I think that's why I love having the Blu-ray box set. Is because now I
Yeah,
can like
like,
I can pick my favorite ones now. You know,
that fucking thing is awesome as well. My favorite one was the Mr. Freeze one as well.
yeah.
It's
I
just
mean,
really
like we've talked about this in detail on this show, man, and
when you
I
compare
think
what they
everyone.
did to him in the movie, like in
Oh,
that,
it was fucking sacrilege, man. They turned
it
him
was,
into a one-liner.
it
Fucking,
was not cool.
you know, it was fucking terrible, and he's one of the best villains in Batman's Rogue Gallery.
Yeah.
Like,
Shame,
and he's never
G-Force.
been done live
Shame.
action like in a serious way.
G-Force, what the Gotham?
What the Gotham?
I'll turn in my geek card. Maybe just leave it in your wallet for a little while.
No, come here, dude. Like, I mean, it's not turning in your geek card. It's just, I mean, like some things do slip us by because we're kind of
Yeah, of
so
course.
invested in other things. But the beauty of life is you get to fucking experience this shit regardless of what age you are when you're in the fandom.
Connor says, Poison Ivy have me a stiffy. See,
Yeah. And I will say one thing. I mean, I remember looking back at it when I got the box set, and I was kind of good job because it had been a few years since I'd seen like all the especially like the very first episodes. Do you know what I mean? And then I was watching like the Scarecrow episode, and I was kind of going, "Oh my god, Jesus, Scarecrow like was like terribly designed in the very early episodes."
Chris says, no, I can't remember the episode names, but best episode was Almost Got Him, absolute genius.
Oh,
you know
was
that
that the
one,
fucking one where they're all talking around the table about the time they almost got Batman?
Manga Fandango
Yeah,
says
it's the
that
poker game where it's the villains are sitting around the table. It's a brilliant fucking episode, actually.
G4 says, I have Dark Knight on my tags for my truck too. See, you can keep your geek card.
You see, there you go.
Jonathan said, Y2K really did fuck everything up. So much has been shite since the 2000s. Well, maybe
Yeah, I mean,
the adults of the 80s made idiot kids. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, maybe they're also fucked up on drugs, man. Yeah.
Chris says, yes, I sat around the table talking about how they almost got him.
Yeah, that was a really legendary episode, man. But there's been a few there's been really fucking weird ones as well. Where like I mean, there was an episode as well where like Robin like kind of like falls for this young girl, and it turns out to be, if I can remember exactly, it turns out to be a piece of Clayface that kind of didn't know it was Clayface.
Oh, whoa.
And it was kind of like he's like a surrogate daughter type scenario. It was fucking weird, man. And this is what I mean. This was a fucking kids cartoon, and you're going like, it's a fucking strange episode. Like,
yeah, it's like a lot of stuff back then. Like it's watchable as a kid show, but there's a lot of stuff that if you're a child will go over your head.
It aged well.
It
like,
had
it really
layers,
did age well. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it was kind of done. I mean, and it was new as well. It was a new concept. It was like a kids' cartoon, but it was also kind of designed loosely so adults could enjoy it too.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
the early Simpsons seasons where you could watch.
Do you know what I mean? It was like a kids' cartoon, but you know, we could sit there and kind of listen to certain jokes and certain things said.
Simon says, "Magic, that show was quality. So looking forward to the new series, unlike G-Force." Smithlord says, "I don't know, Batman, the Brave and the Bold had some corking episodes. It actually did. I watched a good bit of that.
Did, yeah.
I also liked the Batman with the U2 Edge theme tune. That was with Two-Face and the Riddler. Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me. That one.
I mean, look, I dug it as well, man. That was from Batman Forever.
Yeah, I thought Jim Carrey.
They had two. It was the U2 Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, and it had Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah. You know what also turned 30 years lately was SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
It was my first time staying up late to watch a WWE.
With
Well,
the
it
Road
was on
Warriors
during the
coming to ring
day
on the motorbikes and yeah.
with British Bulldog versus Bret Hart. And I was actually on holidays in Kilkee, and there was like a
Still
bunch of
holds
kids.
up to this day as one of the greatest fucking matches of all time.
There was a bunch of kids around the TV in the pub while everyone else got pissed, and I was one of
Yeah,
the
because
fucking
I mean,
kids.
and I said it to you even with this one with Clash of the Castle. I had forgotten it was on.
Mm.
So by the time I realised it was on, because
It was
my
over.
brain is so, I had like half the event had been spoiled for me online.
And like, we're not going to stay on this long, like, but I
No,
just want to say, like, because that was one of the first times I really got invested in a wrestling match, and I went back and rented out all the older ones, etc., etc. And I said, "Fuck it, I'll watch the one that the weekend because of that."
yeah,
And
the
yeah,
fact that
it
it's been a
was an okay show.
30 years since the UK.
It was an okay show. I'm no fan of WWE at the moment, but
I mean,
everyone-
no, I mean, but you even said it yourself. I mean, since they've kind of like since Triple H now is kind of in charge of creative, you can
yeah,
see it kind of
then
start to
Braun
turn.
Strowman came back last night and just blew it all to bits again.
Yeah, look, no, it's not all good, but it seems to be kind of going in a better direction. It's more watchable and it's more coherent. Stories actually make more sense now.
G4 says A22A.
But as you said, not to stay on it long. I mean, it was 30th anniversary of SummerSlam in the UK. The event was good. There was the NXT event, which was actually pretty fucking impressive. Then you had AEW's fucking All Out, was fucking banging show. But
G4
all
says
of it
I'm
was
watching
overshadowed
Clash at the
by.
Castle now, so we're not going to spoil that for you now.
Oh
As
yeah,
for
we want.
As for
What?
AEW, can the real
Yeah,
CM Punk please stand up?
I
We're going to have a
mean,
problem here.
I mean, I said it to you earlier. I have a different view on the situation than most because I'm kind of looking at it going like, all right, it might have been quiet for 2 years, but that's probably because nobody ever fucking called the Bucks on their bullshit until now, because Punk doesn't have a fucking filter and doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
So, like, if
So
any of you know or care, CM Punk in the
yeah,
post-match.
do you know what I think it is, dude? All jokes aside, I know we'd be kind of bantering back and forth about it and stuff, but my take on it is I think Colt Cabana probably fucking was sour about him coming in and bitched and moaned about it, and then obviously he's friends with all of the lads. Obviously, you stick up for your mates, and then Tony probably goes, "Well, he's making me money. He's not. I'm going to move him to Ring of Honor. Everyone's going to be happy." Then it all fucking blew up and went crazy. But it's all a bunch of fucking dudes in their fucking 30s, dude, with egos out their fucking hole, from the Elite to CM Punk, fucking fighting like kids about fucking who's, like who should listen to me and who should fuck off. And yeah, and then Punk just seemed like he wanted to stab everyone in their face on that press conference.
Like, what I will say, if the Elite did wrong by CM Punk, right, fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
But CM Punk's ego is like paper mache. It's that fragile.
Oh yeah, of course.
Said,
I mean,
like your man said on the promo, tore his face in the ring. I like kind of smart little comment that the whole world saw, and he said nothing. And he
but see, this is what I mean. This is what I was reading on. This is what I was reading on Fightful Select as well. Is that it's apparently Hangman went off script on Punk.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
And this is where the split in the back became, because all the some of the older veteran wrestlers and everything weren't happy about it. They were like, "This is bullshit. He shouldn't have done that." And then Punk, instead of fucking being a professional that he claims to be, decided to not let it go and then go off script and bury him as a retort. But I don't understand. I was even saying it to my brother there a while ago. I was going, what happened between that promo and that press conference? Because it's like he came out, and the minute the press conference started, he just wanted to go for blood.
So how it started was there was
like, I can't. My brain. don't think a promo would have like hit that. Something else must have happened backstage, behind the scenes.
There was a guy in the media scrum who knew Colt Cabana. And Punk saw him and then started fucking rambling about him. But yeah, what he did, the scorched earth thing was just fucking shockingly bad.
But for me,
and there was a fight afterwards as well, and
yeah,
Punk's
apparently
mate
Nick
beat fucking Kenny Omega and fucked the chair at the other guy as well. So
yeah, I mean, he fucking like
he's gone.
it's not a good situation. It's not a good look for the company either, man.
No. Anyway,
It really isn't, which is such a fucking shame, dude. We finally got a fucking alternative to like a company
we still have the alternative, but CM Punk.
Oh no, we will, of course, and it's brilliant that we have the alternative, because at the end of the day, fucking CM Punk isn't the be all end all. Kenny Omega, the Elite, they're not the be all end all of fucking professional wrestling. You'll always fucking have someone to take over or just entertain you. But as we were saying about the 30-year anniversary of SummerSlam, and we grew up watching WWE. And then WWE went to the shits for about a decade.
Yeah, it's still in the
It really did. So we were all clamoring for another company to kind of step in and fucking like we had TNA.
I kind of moved on to New Japan Pro Wrestling anyway. And
yeah,
then,
I mean, but everyone had like. I mean, I was even saying to you, I was watching TNA and I was kind of fucking venturing into other things. And
from the shits to the drizzling shits.
Well, like the earlier days of TNA, I mean, like with AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe and stuff, like they were fucking epic. Like.
Anyway, let's move on from wrestling because it's only.
Oh yeah. Before we move on, I just want to update. I've started the concepts for the drawing we talked about last week.
Yes, Halifax dude.
Yes, I even got onto Brian and was like trying to remind him, trying to figure out like what was the fucking dude name. So I'm working on that one, and Razor Laser is also being created as we speak. But I have created a piece for you this week, Brian, if you want to see it.
Yes, it's Tubbs' art. Let's do it.
Yes, this one, and I said it to Brian.
I can make it big.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so this is Tubbs' art.
So this one, keeping in the vein of the story, the superhero. I took my time with this one. I really sat down and was like wanted to learn like kind of mess with cross hatching and ink detail. And Brian, I showed it to you, and there's a reason I haven't colored it because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I want to tell you? So this is the one I did this week.
Absolutely incredible. I absolutely love that.
I genuinely think it's probably my best one to date because of
what's the way I said it? Straczynski Thor.
Yeah, you said it. I didn't have a clue. Like when you said it looks like him, I was kind of going, oh man, fucking, it's another hybrid. It's kind of like the MCU suit, but it's kind of like based on the old kind of characteristics of like the helmet and like the lack of beard and things like that. But so that's basically my one. And let me know if you like it in black and red or if you want to see it fully colored.
I think a color one would look awesome, but I like.
Yeah, because I have. What I've done is I'll just give you one more look at it there before we go. Boom. But what I have done is I've actually this time around. I actually scanned this into the computer and saved it as an actual file that I can print as is. So I decided, all right, I have the original now. I can make a copy of it, and then I can color and see if I can kind of like add a background, do this, kind of really, because I'm digging this fucking art stuff, man. I'm really digging the drawing and everything else and the concepts, and every week I do one. I mean, like you can tell me, like if I'm shooting above my pay grade, but I think I'm getting better with every drawing.
No, man, definitely there is solid improvement week on week, like, and they're always.
And it just goes to show, like, doesn't it, man? It's like you can fucking just if you keep working at something, it's just you will improve.
Yeah, you get better the more you do it.
Yeah.
So let's move on with the comments.
Yes.
Okay, so James says, anyone remember some kind of DC Justice League Unlimited cartoon? I remember seeing.
Yes, very much so, James.
The Miracle episode, cool character. I think of Justice League Unlimited was on the Cartoon Network.
Because I remember, I mean, I'm because I have the box set there. I am going to go through a point where I'm going to get the original Superman, the animated series, Batman Beyond. I'm going to probably get like the Justice League Unlimited if I can. Just all those old things if I can get them in box sets and stuff. Because then you can just throw them on whenever you want and really kind of like it's like going back to your childhood. Which kind of is why I would love if they re-released like the Spider-Man and the X-Men cartoons in like a complete box sets.
Yeah, that would be class, all right.
Do you know what I mean? I'd buy him in a
Maybe they will
second.
with X-Men 97 coming out next year.
Yeah, maybe so.
Mick says, see the man as a CM Punk. We just chatted that.
Yeah.
Manga Fandango says, oh, I know you are, pal. Batman of the Future is definitely a firm favorite too. Love
Yeah.
the manga Gotham in that show. I kind of remember that.
Hmm.
G4 says, it's all right. I know all the results from Raw last night. Excuse me. Vinnie Jones was fucking shite at that SummerSlam.
Oh,
Tom Pine.
Yeah.
so good.
Tom says, groundbreaking series, such an influence on everything that came after about the Batman show. Hey, Grace. Choke him. Bulldog choke.
Ah. Go to bed, you. School in the morning.
No,
Go.
my nose is so annoying.
Yeah, James, did Justice League after Batman and Superman ended and they changed it to Unlimited to include a wider array of characters in the Bruce Timm style.
Hello, Steven. Keep using the spoon.
Got an intruder.
Okay.
Come on, go to bed.
No.
Right. She's got school in the morning. She still refuses to go to bed.
I don't want to sleep.
Go.
Gotta-
Go to bed. You tell him, Grace.
Night, Brian.
Night, Grace.
All right.
Anybody tears off me tonight?
No, I'm all good tonight.
You sure?
I'm all stacked up on my theories.
Thanks. Give me a positive one.
Keep an eyes on.
Obviously now, I'm being forced to sleep against my will.
Manga fan. Good look. Becky Lynch makes my aunties crump.
Very much so. Very much. You know she's originally from Limerick, right?
Well, she was born here anyway.
Well, yeah, she's born in Limerick. Yeah.
That's why she's so filthy. Jonathan said, what did Punk do? What didn't he do?
Dude, John, I just recommend, right, that you
go watch the first 20 minutes of the media scrum.
Yeah, just type in AW All Out 2022 Media Scrum and just watch the first 20 minutes of it, man. It is fucking mind-bending. Shit.
They did an episode.
And there's an angle. Did you watch the main one, or did you watch like the one? There's one there that has like it's an angle. You see CM Punk and you see Tony Khan in the same shot. And dude, it's an experience just to watch Tony Khan's face while he's going off.
Oh, I watched the main one. Yeah.
Oh man, you like I was sitting there going like, I was like, oh my god, Tony just looks like he wants to curl up in a ball and die because he doesn't know how far he's going to go and when it's going to stop.
One of the other guys in the thing did something that pissed him off as well. But anyway, Smith Lord says they did an episode that explained that Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond is actually Bruce's son. A nice little extra to the Beyond series. Chief Force says, "Oh, I'd even double up with you on Beck's side."
And actually, the Batman Beyond motion picture movie they made was fucking brilliant as well. It was there. Oh god, the name escaped. The Return of the Joker. Was it the Return of the Joker?
I don't know.
I can't remember. One of the lads will tell me in the comments. I just can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it's a banging fucking movie. Like.
Sai says, "What episode is that, Chris?" And Kristen says, "If the wrestling is called stuff like Rumble in the Jungle, does that mean if Tubbs wrestles, it's a tumble in a timber?"
Dude, I'll have you fucking know that I was a fucking badass wrestler, right? I fucking kicked ass for 8 years. I jumped off things that were like 4 times my height.
So did I. I didn't wrestle. I didn't call it wrestling. I called it being a fucking idiot as a child.
Oh man, I had some of the best times of my life. Now, probably the reason why my back is so jacked, but it was all good.
CM Punk can go back to the UFC now. I don't think that would be a good idea for him either.
No, God, no. He still hasn't beaten that Cleveland curse, like.
Just messages. Just a nice one, we dwarf. That's about the Thor. Sai says Thor. Chris says, Tubbs, that is fucking awesome, mate. Really coming on now. Even more impressive that you're working on post-it notes.
Working on post-it notes. I love it. Hopefully I'll be a big boy soon and I'll get to A4 size paper.
A1 start. Oh no, it goes the
A1
other way.
first,
It
yes,
goes
yeah.
the other way actually.
It's
Uh,
actually A1 is the bigger.
Yeah, that's so good, Tubbs. Says Jonathan.
Thanks, buddy.
James says, awesome, Tubbs. That's a great Thor. I love the black and white and then the red cape.
Yeah, I mean, like you
Um,
said the same thing. Like, I mean, I was conflicted on whether I should have kept going past the red, but we were even saying it's like maybe just kind of like make a copy and then do both,
yeah.
because at least then now like I'll always have the black and white and the red kind of concept, and I could get that printed if I wanted to. But then I'm gonna color it and try and see if I can make like a color, a hybrid color palette
I
with it.
definitely think like the black and white looks amazing as well. It's
But
like
it'd be
something you
nice to see how it
at
looks
the back of
colored.
the comic, you know,
Yeah.
or a variant cover is what you'd see that on actually.
Yeah, do you know
Um,
you'd have two versions and stuff like.
your cell shading is getting so much better, Tubbs. Great job.
Thanks, buddy.
G-force to that. Tom says the Batman animated series started with the Edge doing the theme tune, and then they changed it to a theme by Andy Strummer from the 90s band Jellyfish. Sai says both teams were great. G-force says, hey, Grace. Chris
She
says,
really
"Badass."
loves her little cameos, though. To be fair, like
Little being the team for this show.
hey, I never said it wasn't a dwarf sport, man. It was just fucking. I love my wrestling.
Badass wrestler. I love dwarf sports.
And for anyone that actually wants to fucking check out some of my old wrestling shit, if you go on to Twisted Tubs YouTube channel, there's like fucking. I think it's one of the first ones I ever did. It was back in the fucking. I think it was the late 90s, early fucking 2000s, where I get like power bombed on the bonnet of a burnt out car with thumbtacks on it. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
So
Next,
says,
that's it, man. Onto the
notebook
note.
next, Tubbsy Wubsy. Tom says that's very cool, Tubbs. That's a solid piece of artwork.
Thank you, buddy.
And yeah,
I'm very
feedback
fucking happy with how it turned out now. Like
he's a very happy boy, as you can see.
So, but see now I'm kind of thinking to myself like fucking. Now that I'm kind of starting to kind of it does really feel that as well, because I kind of found when I was drawing them, I was trying to like shade certain parts of it, and I don't think I was fully understanding like lighting, like where the light, like if you place a light, where would it come in? And now I'm kind of starting to kind of grab that concept now. I'm kind of going, all right, if I have everything here, it would be more shaded this side, so I'd have more down the leg, more here, and then I'm just adding in kind of bits of like cross hatching and stuff. And it's all YouTube out. I'm watching YouTube videos out my asshole to fucking just see techniques and these fucking new waves and patterns that I can apply. And to be fair, as I said, I always say that the lads on in this community would be very good with like sending me fucking different links and different kind of like supplies that I should use and things, and it's all working. So I appreciate you all very much.
So before we move on to the TV shows, I messaged you this list sometime during the week, Tubbs. D23 is on this weekend.
Yes.
So they're going to be Marvel Studios are going to be revealing.
We had a riveting conversation about this one, right?
We did. They'll be revealing a bunch of new cast members and directors and shite like that, and possibly more movies as well. So there was a leaked cast list that went around Twitter the last week of people who are speculated to be signed on.
And there's some fucking banging names on it.
Like I told Tubbs, I actually messaged Tubbs, and I was like, in as serious a tone as possible, nothing to do with comic book movies or anything. I was like, Tubbs, I have some really bad news.
And I'm going to stop you before you go on. When you sent me that, my first thought was, fuck, is Brian like cancelling the Culture Cast? Are we not doing this shit no more? That was my first thought. I was like, oh shit, the show's done. And you were like, no man, it's even worse than that. I was like, oh my god, how much worse could it be? And then like you hit me with the worst news possible.
Wait, Jonathan just said, wasn't that DC Con not just cancelled? Yeah, that's DC fandom.
Yeah,
but this is
I mean, that's,
Disney,
to be fair, their DC fandom got fucking cancelled because
it's shit and no one cares.
They just don't have the fucking content to fucking like,
because
they don't know where the fuck they are.
They
haven't figured out what the fuck they're doing yet, so they don't fucking have the content to show, or
so
like what are they going to do? Talk about like the backer movie that they're not releasing?
So Jonathan, DC fandom is definitely cancelled, but D23 is Disney's thing So there's going to be like Star Wars rumors and stuff as well, and all Pixar stuff. So
And, I
basically,
mean,
the
and
Disney
a
con,
lot more
basically.
detail on, a lot more Marvel detail as well.
So the cast list we got was Jodie Comer, who's in Killing
Which
Eve.
I said it to you. I hope she's fucking the Invisible One.
Or she could be Miss Marvel Moonstone as well for the
Yeah, I mean,
Thunderbolts.
but I mean, if they're announcing the Fantastic Four cast at this D23 thing, isn't it?
Say that again.
I
Sorry.
think it's a D23. They're announcing the Fantastic Four cast. Who's playing the Fantastic Four
and the director as well this Saturday. Yeah.
So it would make sense that there's a few names on this list. You're kind of going, okay, these could be
But
four of the Fantastic Four.
also, I think they're also revealing the full roster of the Thunderbolts as well.
Okay, I mean they have the majority of them already kind of on screen.
No, Feige said there's people in it we haven't seen yet. So
okay, so it's going to be like we have some, but they're
yeah. G4 said so. Y'all say H as hi, but leave it silent in thought. Yeah, we just say H.
Yeah, H.
Tony Gift says this is an Irish culture channel I can get into as a dub. Tony, we have many dubs in the chat. Jonathan,
yeah, very much so.
Connor, a few others. But yeah, listen in, have fun. If you like it, cool. If not, oh well, you tried.
We just we come on here and we ramble our asses off for 2 fucking hours every fucking Tuesday. It's great, crack.
Yeah, we're just talking about like pop culture stuff. And at the moment we're talking about the leaked cast list for D23. So you had Jodie Comer, you had, I'm just going to go for the big ones. You had Giancarlo Esposito, who's been long rumored to be playing Professor Xavier. And you had Denzel Washington as well. Which
possibly as Magneto, right?
Pretty fucking big name. He's another one of those now that's achieved everything he can achieve, so he just wants to have some fun.
Which is why he's doing Marvel now. He's like, I've never done superhero stuff.
Why not?
You know, I mean, as you said, I've done all the awards movies. Now I should just kind of like have fun with my career at the back end of it.
I think you should like should be like a shot game, or like every time he says "my man" or "my nigga" or whatever way he says it. Shot.
But I mean, like, I love. I mean, like, and I say this, I love Denzel. Like, I would watch Denzel in anything. Yeah. But do you? I mean, we don't know who he's going to be playing. Like, we don't know who any of these people are genuinely going to be playing. Like, we're only speculating.
Even if they're actually playing, if they're actually in it, because
exactly, we won't know until D23. None of these names might even be cast. It could be just a fucking false leak. Which is kind of what I said to you the other day. Is like I kind of won't believe any of this until I kind of like it's confirmed and on the stage.
The guy who leaked it though, he's been right before, fairly spot on, like in the past. And he also said as well that they're going to announce Deadpool 3 as well officially, so that would be cool as well. Jonathan says Connor's barely a dub, being a Northsider and all. And Tony said, honestly, didn't think there were Irish as he or Nerdrotic here. Shout out to Dave Cullen though. Yeah, like myself and Tubbs are from Limerick, but everyone else is from Dublin.
Yeah,
I think we've got
and we let them know they're from Dublin, don't we, Brian?
We have an old stray from Wexford in here somewhere as well. Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
Shout out. But yeah, so
there's a lot of culture in there, man.
So what I was saying at the start, when I started this thread, was Tubbs was panting and sweating, and what's Brian going to tell me? And what I said was Henry Cavill is rumored to be playing a role in the MCU going forward. And right, listen to this exchange. Now, Tubbs, am I lying when I say this?
No, not one bit.
No. I haven't got there yet. So Tubbs, I said something about, he could be playing Hyperion in Loki season 2. And Tubbs went off into a rage about Hyperion being just a B-grade Superman and blah, 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 blah.
I'll be honest about it, alright? I'll be honest.
No.
Okay, fine. You do your end.
And Tubbs said, I hate Hyperion. And I was like, Tubbs, have you ever read a book with Hyperion in it? no, I just hate him. Okay.
No.
And then went-
I
then
didn't
went
say
offline for
no. I
20
said
minutes.
I've glanced at the character a few times. I haven't read enough to know what the character is all about.
If you
But
haven't
I
read
knew
enough,
enough that I didn't like him.
but if you haven't read enough to not know what the character's about, you don't.
But
know
as
the
I
character.
said to you, Brian,
You
some
don't have-
characters you just don't like,
don't-
you know, and I
and
don't
you
like
don't have
the character.
The right
And I'll
to
put it,
be angry at them for because
my biggest issue with this whole thing is, right, look, I get it. DC fucking fucked up, and if he leaves, fair play to him, he'll go to Marvel, he'll be treated well, he'll do great. But my biggest thing is like, let's be honest, right? I know, all jokes aside, we look at it. Superman is pound for pound one of the most famous superheroes in the entire fucking world. Like, he's on top of the food chain tier in the superhero world, regardless of DC or Marvel.
right below Batman.
It just seems like, why would you go from playing Superman to fucking Hyperion? It just seems like a step down. So what I would say to you is, I don't want him to play Hyperion. I would rather he play fucking Doctor Doom.
But Tom,
Like, that's who I would like him to play.
We'll get onto that in a second.
Yeah.
But I'll put it to you another way, right?
Okay, go on.
If you were with the best looking woman in the world, but she absolutely punched the fucking shit out of you every night, and you had a chance to go to a middling girl that absolutely loved and worshipped the ground you walked on, what would you do?
I'd go for the new girl as long as she wasn't Hyperion. I would prefer if she like showed up in like a steel suit with a green cape and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna doom you," but it would be worth
of him being Hyperion if it happened, which I don't.
No, do you know what it is? It's one of those things. Like I said to you, is like, if they came out and they like said like, "Oh man, we've cast Henry Cavill as Cyclops. He's going to be the leader of the new X-Men." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's roll with this shit." Doctor Doom,
Yeah,
fuck
maybe.
yeah. Henry Cavill is a fucking villain in Marvel. Fucking awesome. He could be like an next fucking.
And it was me that suggested Doctor Doom, like, wasn't it?
And you did say, when you said it to me, I was like totally fucking on board with that.
I never thought of it until we were talking the other day, but
I just don't really care if it's Hyperion. I really don't. And I love Henry Cavill. You know this. People on this show know this from tuning in. Man of Steel is one of my favorite fucking superhero movies. I love it. But I just don't fucking care if he's Hyperion. I'm kind of going, all right.
Honest, Tubbs, I was only rising you the other night, like.
But I mean, all jokes
I like
aside,
Hyperion, but I don't think he's going to be a big force.
Like, I mean, it just doesn't. And I got to look at it, because let's be honest, man. I think Henry Cavill has got a bit of a fucking ego about where he stands on stature as well at this point. And there's kind of a reason why he's probably not going back to Superman, because he probably feels he fucking is owed more money and bigger fucking paychecks and stuff. But and he's probably right to do that. I can't see him settling for like fucking a character like that. I reckon it'll be a Doctor Doom, or it'll be a high class character.
Like I think I was talking to Jonathan and Connor in our group chat the other day, and we were saying, I put forward the point like that he was cast as Superman the very same year as Chris Hemsworth was cast as Thor. Now you look at the quantity and body of work that those two.
Oh no, I agree. DC fucked up. Like,
I think they've massively fucking mismanaged him. Like, and if he's pissed off, that's no one's fault, only theirs.
Oh look. It genuinely looks like your man David Zaslav is trying.
Walls love, yeah.
From what's happening with DC at the moment, with them building a new thing and bringing in, I think David Lynn. Is it David Lynn?
He's actually stepped down this evening as well.
Oh, did he? I did not know that.
That David Lynn guy, yeah.
Okay,
so like square one again.
Yeah, they're fucking. It's a shit show. It's a clusterfuck. And it's disheartening for fucking fan, dude. It's really fucking disheartening for.
They're talking about doing reshoots for Shazam now as well.
Like we were talking about like Batman the Animated Series. Like, fucking grew up on these cartoons, man, that I love, and love the Rogue Gallery and the whole lot. And then I'm an older like kind of bloke, and I'm kind of looking at DC's stuff, material I love, and it's just like I'm kind of going, like, Marvel just fucking seemed to love the material fucking more than fucking DC ever did. And that was the problem, is like Warner Brothers never fully cared about DC. DC was kind of like a meal ticket for them. And with Marvel it's different. Marvel cares about the properties they're making. And it shows in the way it's going. And it's disheartening for fans, man. It's disheartening for fans of the Superman characters and DC and Batman and everything else, because all we fucking want is
It says it
good
all that
fucking
they're
movies. We don't need it to be an MCU. We don't need it to be that. We just need fucking good movies. I just want good fucking movies I can watch. I want to fucking, if Ben Affleck is doing a new Batman movie, I just want the fucking Ben Affleck movie that's good.
they just
Just
need to
give me
stop
a good
hiring,
fucking movie.
like they need to stop hiring actors that are so, I don't even know the word what they are. Like,
I mean, and this is,
volatile actors as well. Like,
and my take on this is like, I mean, I genuinely think Ben Affleck as Batman was a big surprise. I think he was one of the better parts of that entire kind of DC
but
arc that they had.
he had no solo film or nothing.
But that's what I mean. Is
That's
it
the
like he
problem
had
with
no
it, well.
structure? I mean, and I genuinely think if they had made a Batman movie with him, like just Batman in Gotham and in Arkham or whatever it was, because I think that was the concept of the original movie before Matt Reeves. It was like he was supposed to be.
That bit of Batman when he finds the parademon or whatever it is up on the roof of Gotham, that was really cool, and that was really fucking.
And to be fair, and that was a reshoot that like Whedon did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and like when you look back at like Batman versus Superman, you know the scene in the warehouse where he just comes in and just starts
Yeah, that was a great
kicking
scene as well.
Like that was straight out of Arkham Asylum, the game. Like, you know what I mean? It looked fucking amazing. So I mean, like that's been DC's stop and start. They've given you amazing moments and amazing visuals and super fucking cool things, and then dropped the ball, picked it up, dropped the ball, and it's been disheartening, and it's been going on for too long. So
let's go to the comments because they're getting away.
What?
Mick says that's rude because I called him a Wexford stowaway or something. I called him. I can't remember. Tom says tubs printed different sizes and you can practice the finer details or color schemes. Solid advice there. And
that is fucking really solid, Tom. Thank you.
Jonathan says Hyperion or Brie Larson. She could shave. He could shave her head.
Oh, do you know what they could do?
Oh no.
They could like
don't
fire
scare
her.
Away our new people.
No, just fire her. No. Imagine the groundbreakingness of this, right? They fire Brie Larson and then they gender swap Captain Marvel as Henry Cavill.
Now that I think of it, right? Henry Cavill would have been an awesome original Captain Marvel. You know, from the comics, Marvel, like from the comics.
Yeah, but you do know that like Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel, right?
Yes, I do know that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, I mean, he could be, because they're doing Secret War, man. Like, he could be a fucking multiverse version of Captain America or something.
I'd love if he was Sentry, but I'd be afraid of what they do.
Now, see that.
I'd be afraid of how much they'd ruin him because I love Sentry. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is always the fucking worst case with this. Like, you
just keep Taika Waititi away from him and they'll be fine. Sorry, AZ is the Brit. He is versus Babyface, who loves comics, hot toys, and D&D on YouTube. Manga Fandanga. If he ain't Superman anymore, the only one role 007. I'd love to see Cavallo's Bond.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think there's a role for him in the MCU. I just don't think it should be like a Hyperion or fucking something like that. You know what I mean? That's like a super level character. Give him a different character. Like, give him a different character, like Captain Britain or something, to sink his teeth into. But I do agree.
It's obvious, though, isn't it?
No, but it's so obvious. But I mean, but I think, and I do agree. But I think even for not just us rambling here, but even for an actor to go from Superman, regardless of the drama that was behind the studio you worked for, but the moniker that you played as Superman, to a character that's not kind of at that same level at the other side.
He could play someone. Imagine him playing Mr. Fantastic as well.
Dude, did you know when you said that list to me, it registered in my brain. I was kind of going like, is he? But then Joe Krasinski's on that list too. So you're kind of going, I was kind of going, is he Reed Richards?
That's where the thought in my head popped in when I was like, oh, if Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic, Cavill versus him is a cool dynamic if you had him as Doom. But then again, would he show his face? Would he like a role where he has to hide his face a lot?
But like, let's be honest. Cavill's a pretty good looking dude, right? And it would chime in very much to that, you know, that like if you were to really do the arc in the comic, where Doctor Doom is just a narcissistic cunt that isn't really disfigured. He's this like tiny little mark on his fucking
He's
face.
a
So he
scar.
covers his whole face because he feels in his brain he's disfigured. That would be fucking so cool.
Mhm.
You know?
Henry loves and looks like Superman. He does. He's a great Superman,
Yeah.
but unfortunately,
I mean, but
people
I even
in
said to
control
you,
don't know that.
but as I said to you, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility as well to work for both companies, depending on schedule and kind of how much, depending on the characters
I
and
know
how
Gunn
much
does it.
needed.
James Gunn does it to great effect.
I mean, look, James Gunn is doing it. Do you know what I mean? And it's been done. There's been a lot of actors that have worked for Marvel and DC. I know not exactly at the same time, but
And that
but
guy,
it can be done.
wants like Superman to be back, like, but I don't know.
I mean, he's looking to make Superman the main focus of the DC, and to be fair, I think that should have been the case to begin with because I
From
know
the
Batman
start.
is kind of everyone's favorite character.
See, where they fucked
Superman
up
is the forefront.
Where they fucked up originally was not following up Man of Steel with Man of Steel 2. That's where the fuck up came.
Yeah. I mean, we all know what happened. He tried to run before he stepped. Do you know what I mean?
Henry is an avid Warhammer 40k fan. Yeah, he's a massive nerd.
Like, he's a massive fucking nerd. Like, you know what I mean? He's
and everything. He is Mick and a comic book fan too. Smithlord says Barb Broccoli has apparently gone on record saying next Bond will be young and of color. Cavill is white and 40, so might be slim chances.
Yeah, I mean, like there's even talks about fucking the new Bond being fucking what's his name? With Spider-Man.
Tom Holland, no thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to go young.
Nope.
Now, to be fair, I agree with that.
He was a terrible Nathan Drake, and
yeah, and I don't, and like, he wasn't terrible, right? What was wrong was he doesn't like if he looked older.
Like he's in his fucking teens. That's the problem.
But that's the problem, as I even said, but if he looked older,
he hasn't grown
like
pubes yet,
frame in his face, he looks too babyish. Like he works for Peter Parker because Peter Parker is young.
He's a child, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
can you honestly picture any take GoldenEye for
But could you imagine him as James Bond?
Like European assassin women. Are any of them going to look at Tom Holland and go, oh, that guy is sexy? No, he's a child.
Yeah, I think, I mean, some casting choices that come up, or you're kind of going like,
bizarre.
Like, did you? And now, I rolled my eyes for obvious reasons on this. Do you know when they were doing the recasting of the Flash in the internet, not DC, but the internet, were like doing, the Flash has been recast. It's this person, and people were like saying like, fucking Elliot Page, it would be perfect. I was like, and it's not even because Ellen Page turned into Elliot Page. It's because
not suited to the role.
No, it was the worst casted choice ever. I was kind of going, that's fucking stupid. There's not a good choice whatsoever. Like, and people just kind of come out of the woodwork and just throw these names, and then
it's the internet tubs. Everyone
and we have too. Like we've fan casted kind of X-Men and things like that.
Everything.
Yeah, we have. But at the end of the day, that's just us, like here in this kind of bubble,
speculating and having a bit of crack.
But we live in a generation where if someone puts it online, it becomes fact.
Simon says, you all know I love DC, but Brian's dead right. Why, thank you. DC needs to kick up the arse.
Massive, dude, massive. I mean, look, I said to Brian, I'm hopeful that this 10-year plan and they're building this new DC studio that's going to be just dedicated to just DC. I'm hoping this is the kick in the arse they need. I hope it's going to be like focused and they are going to just start like kind of building. Because if you have a 10-year plan, you need to build it step by step. You can't just go like, here's a Justice League movie, now let's go.
Jonathan says
you need to build it from the ground up. So from what I've heard,
it's an apology, lads. DC is saved. Yeah, I think Ezra did an apology video.
Like, I mean, and
there's a lot of people giving out about that as well. Like,
yeah, and I'm conflicted on this one as well. As this kind of like, I said to you, I didn't hate Ezra's Flash. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like him. I was fine with it. He wouldn't have been my cast choice, but I was fine with it. But at the same time, Ezra Miller's a fucking dirtbird. He's not a good human fucking being. Like, and you keep hiring him, he's gonna do the same shit.
What annoys me about that situation as well is they keep playing the mental health card as well. Like,
yeah,
fuck off. Like,
I mean, I said it the other day. What they need to do is they need to replace the Flash, and they've got fucking a year to do it. They can make a different
And
ending. He can
that's
come
the
back as
one
a different
character as
person.
well that has loads of variations. You could easily fucking replace him.
Yeah, you could just like when he fucking zooms back to fucking the
But
main timeline or
there's
the
loads of different Flashes, isn't there? There's Wally West.
no,
There's
but
fucking
I mean, I'm
Jay
assuming at the
Garrick.
end of the Flash. I'm assuming at the end of this Flash movie, he comes back to the timeline that's either the same as before or slightly different. Is why they're making these changes to go in a different direction. So it'll be coherent and it'll just change when he comes back. It's different or slightly changed.
in this timeline.
But I think what he
whereas
should
it's
do is when
somewhere.
he's running and he's like changing into like he becomes a different Flash, he should like fucking punch his face right through Mira's fucking fat fucking head. and then just
But him, Jared Leto, and whoever else.
oh yeah,
is
Jared
somewhere,
Leto as well. He gets
and
pitchfork on
launch
it
it
as well.
into
Like
space.
this is what I'm saying is it becomes this thing like where if you just went back, if you were going to be doing reshoots and you're doing all this thing, change the Flash, have him come back as looking different, a different guy. He's changed or whatever the fuck has happened to him. And this is your chance to get rid of Leto, get rid of fucking Amber Heard, change them with different people because now the timeline has changed. Things are different. You still have your cores.
And just go,
Like
go, go
I'm
to
only
Momoa.
speculating. Just say
Yeah,
Henry
you're
Cavill
Lobo
comes,
now.
but just say Henry Cavill comes back as Superman, Affleck comes back as Batman, and Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. Have them as your core, and then start to build around, and send it in this new 10-year plan direction, and do it movie by movie, and then let's be honest, not to copy Marvel, but fucking copy Marvel. Make the 6 movies, then do a Justice League. Make 6 more movies, then do a second one. It's a plan that has worked.
So let's get down through the comments before we run out of time.
Sorry, I'm rambling here. Like
No, you're fine. I don't think anyone will be annoyed by his color as long as it stays male. Yeah, I don't really mind who the next James Bond is. Tom Point says, could be interesting to see 2 actors of color play characters based on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And I'm Galway, even though I was born in the Coombe Hospital, Dublin. So we kind of have someone from every corner of Ireland.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I fucking love it. Bring them on. Every corner. Get some Sligo guys in there now. Come on. Fuck it. For that.
The Sligo boys.
Sligo boys.
Marvel is Shazam now. He did used to be Captain Marvel years back though.
But that was got to do with some kind of lawsuit thing or something. That
Simon says, am I too old to play Bond? It's rights. I mean, I'm definitely suave and have the looks for it. Just ask Chris. Chris says, yes, hear me out. Cavill as Captain Britain, get into the Knights of Pendragon with Excalibur and Merlin and all that.
Yeah, fucking go for it,
They kind of touched on that, I think, with Black Knight being introduced in Eternals and Blade as well, of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes.
I mean, look.
Fuck it.
I mean, why not? I mean, it's literally like... And to be fair, with Cavill in the suit, I mean, you could very well end up coming up. Captain Britain could end up being like a new Captain America style character. Like, you mean, in stature, he could be a lot more received.
And like, I wonder then if they do bring in Captain Britain, will they bring in Psylocke as well? She's his sister from the X-Men.
Yeah. See, it opens doors, man, to do it this way, you know.
I'm not even going to open this that rivalry. G-Force, Jason Bourne would kick Bond's ass. Anytime I see Matt Damon, I only think of Team America. Matt Damon.
But to be fair, and it's a weird one. There is a fandom there as well, man. Like Jason Bourne and James Bond are kind of like DC and Marvel in a weird way.
When they started the fucking, what was the last guy's name? Anyway, Casino Royale, the first one of that, it was much more like the Bourne films than a Bond film.
Yes, but see, my view on this is, right, I think the reason people fight over this is because they're like, oh no, the Jason Bourne movies are fucking excellent, man. And Joe, my thing about it is it's not. I don't think the Jason Bourne movies are better than the Bond movies.
They're their own thing.
But what I think is in people's brains is what fucks them up is. Well, how many Jason Bourne movies is there? Like 4? 4.
I think one of them has.
There's like what 50 fucking 2 James Bond movies. So basically, if you level that up, right, there's way more bad James Bond movies made than Jason Bourne movies because there's only fucking 4 of
So
them.
you're saying there's a higher hit consistency with the Bourne films, is what you're trying to say?
Well, no, not even that. Like, I mean, they've made 4, so I mean, like, if they made
I
4 good movies,
I give it a 3 and
Bond
1.
has made 20, 30 of them. Do you know what I mean? It's guaranteed to be more than 4 or 5. It's a stupid argument basically because there's not enough on one side to match the legacy that Bond has.
There is a style. Like I think the style of the Bourne films is very different to the Bond ones. And again,
And I mean, Quantum of Solace was the same thing. Quantum of Solace copied the fucking style of Bourne as well.
But yeah, that's what they tried to do with the new Bond films.
Yeah.
Is copy that rugged fucking punch everyone.
I'll be honest. I'm happy as they went forward. They kind of stopped doing that, and they kind of went back to the Bond
more
style.
classic elements.
Yeah.
Tony says Cavill is Superman. He'd be useless as James Bond because he looks like a honey trap male spy.
Well, to be fair, what was the fucking the Man from U.N.C.L.E. where he played the spy?
He was in Mission Impossible as well.
Yeah, and he was fucking epic in both those movies. Like,
G-Force says waiting for backlash. Tom says Cillian Murphy for Doom, Cavill for Cyclops, or Captain Britain.
See, do you remember we were doing the fan casting?
Well.
But you remember we were doing the fan casting, and do you remember I did say that about Doom?
Him, yeah.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy for Doom for me would be fucking a really good pick. But I agree. I said this to you in the message the other day. I agree with Tom. Henry Cavill as Cyclops, man. Is that fucking would just and because for me, if Henry Cavill was cast as Cyclops, he would be very reminiscent of the 90s cartoon looking version. Very broad, kind of fucking kind of upper fucking chested fucking version. Not the James Marsden one we got in the original movies.
That wasn't Cyclops.
Yeah, so my point being, I mean, I think that would be that would be an amazing casting choice.
Tony said, "Isn't there a rumor Cavill has been tapped up to be Captain Britain?" Yeah, we were just saying that there's
maybe
before you hopped on, we were just saying there's a load of casting announcements this weekend.
Yeah,
he's rumored to be one of them. Jonathan says Flashpoint test screenings. Yeah, I have heard this as well. Have stated that Ezra is one of the best things about that movie. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I've heard it too that like apparently this new Flash movie has gotten like the highest test screening feedback since The Dark Knight.
Released the Flash after Batgirl and Michael Keaton is removed from it. Batgirl ain't going to be seeing the light of day, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta like look at it that way. Like, I mean, I know they probably looked at the movie and was like, it's not a good movie. We don't want to release it because we've had too many bad movies on our palette. We want to just release good stuff. That's a fair point. I'm going to go, all right, that's fine. But Tom man, gotta feel bad for like the likes of Michael Keaton that came back to play the character, and he's
I'm sure he got paid. He's fine.
Oh, he definitely got paid. Like, yeah.
The opening scene of Justice League is ripped right out of the new 52 comic, copied again in the movie Justice League War.
Yeah.
Tony says, make the Flash the first film of a decade-long good story of connecting films. We'd all love to see that, but I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, my hope is, Jonas, like, this new 10-year plan thing that they have. I just hope. I hope it's coherent. I hope it's one of those things where they look at it and they go like, all right, we're going to do Man of Steel, which would be technically Man of Steel 2. We're going to do a Batman movie, a Wonder Woman movie, which would be Wonder Woman 3. And we're going to build, like, we're going to, like, bring in new stars. We have an Aquaman movie coming out. We have a Flash movie. And then we're going to do Justice League Part 2. And then move on and then start spreading it out, building it.
What they should have done.
And then get the dark side, like, do you know what I mean?
Smithlord says, spelling errors, Jason Bourne would lick Bond's ass.
I said Jason. I saw James and I was like, James is the joke one.
Tubbs, no one looks at Bourne the movie versus Bond movies like that. What the fuck?
I mean, they probably don't, man, but I was just oh, Jesus, John's really mad at me.
And Ethan Hunt melee and last one standing wins. I think Tom Cruise will probably fly a plane into the other two for the crack.
Yeah, defo, man.
For me, dream.
I mean, Joe, and like everyone is kind of like, you know, like Jason. To me, I was about to say Jason Bond and James Bourne. I was going to say is like people love the Bond movies and the Jason Bourne movies, but mine is Mission Impossible. You know that. That's where kind of my interest goes.
I of the three, I probably prefer the Bond films.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone has like a favorite.
I love the other two as well. It's just, I don't know. I know Bond the longest, so that's what I'm connected to most, I suppose. For me, the only dream fight I could never call, as it's utterly impossible, is Judge Dredd versus Batman. I think in sheer toughness alone, Judge Dredd wins for me. Fuck me, you lot are wasting your dreams. My dream fight is me, Catherine Winnick, and Ava Green. I just lay down your arms and you go ahead. Jonathan says Dredd wins all day long. Yeah, I'd agree there.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot more of a brutal edge to him, to be fair. Like, and he's likely to stab you in the fucking throat. Like,
Angus says I don't know.
there's no stopping Dredd when he goes. Like,
G4 says in regards to Ezra, you can be a brilliant actor and still be a douche nozzle.
yeah, look, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is
pretend
true.
is pretend.
No, I do agree with that comment as well. It's like, I mean, I'll watch the Flash movie, right, and I will disconnect from the fact that Ezra Miller is just like the worst human on the fucking planet. You know,
I'd like the worst people in things have done awesome things, and Chris Benoit, like one of the best wrestlers in the world.
I'll still watch this movie. I'm not one of those people that's kind of going like, "Oh, Ezra's an asshole. He's a horrible cunt. I'm not going to watch this movie." No, I want to watch this movie. I really want to see how good this Flash movie is.
I read that as well, Jonathan. That's why I said him as well. Dredd spent an entire book kicking the shit out of Batman just to stop him getting hurt worse. Lol. Chris, this is what I was laughing at a second ago. Chris says, "How the hell is Tubbs coming up with these theories when Grace is in bed?"
She emailed me earlier, buddy.
He's got it here on his phone. He's like,
yeah, it's right in front of me. She wrote him down.
Yes, I laughing. G-Force Brian, I was a huge Benoit fan. Man, so was I. And just to connect back to our conversation a while ago, Benoit's scheduled match before he did the thing that he did was versus CM Punk on ECW.
Yep.
And
for the ECW title, wasn't it?
I was fucking gutted that didn't happen because I loved
the
both of them.
Did you see what actually like got on Clash of the Castle, ended up on the screen?
Later, Chris.
I see you later, buddy.
Oh, my friend.
But did you actually see what ended up popping up on the screen? Is this dude with a white T-shirt?
Yes, I sent it to you.
These two kids, and he said, "I'm a better father than Chris Benoit." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that actually ended up
on camera." Idiots.
Who fucking like missed that?
Idiots. Just everyone saying goodbye to Chris.
So I mean, idiots, but I fucking thought it was very funny.
So I left this to last on purpose because I'm not sure. Have you seen Rings of Power yet? Or
I have. I tell you, I have House of the Dragon and Rings of Power and The Boys season 3 and another 2 shows all on the drive.
You haven't seen The Boys yet?
I just, do you know what it was? I hadn't seen it, so then I just said, you know what? I'll wait till it finishes and I'll download season 3 and binge it. So, and if you remember, there was the little issue with I couldn't hear nothing, so I kind of was putting stuff off.
You were in the dark.
I am fully up to date on She-Hulk though.
Okay, we'll talk about She-Hulk because I actually forgot about that.
And then next week, then I'll be fully up to date and everything else.
So She-Hulk, thoughts in the chat and thoughts here. I am absolutely loving it so far.
I am I'm absolutely digging the show. I really love it. As I told you, I love Tatiana Maslany. Like I think she's one of the best actresses in the business. Is it?
Do you blame homework?
What did I don't understand. But what did I not do my homework on? I don't know what, because I talked a lot tonight.
No, you're fine. Go on.
I'm sure Jonathan will update me on that one anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he will too.
Getting back to She-Hulk, I'm digging it. Now I will say one thing. Didn't need the fucking post-credit scene at the end of fucking the 3rd episode.
I thought it was fucking funny, man. It's just a post-credit scene.
I mean, look, like I'll put it to you this way: in levels of like do you remember the first post-credit scene with the Captain America conversation? Like that was epic and fucking funny, and I loved it. This one, I was kind of going. I was like, okay, they got a guest there on. Fair enough.
I knew when we talked about this, somebody would bring this up, and
yeah, I mean, I just no, Joe, it is. I don't give a fuck if Megan Thee Stallion is fucking in the show. I mean, she could be great actress running it.
It's not her at all. It's the twerking thing that
Yeah,
people are
it was
people
just
are
fucking
losing their
stupid.
shit on the internet over this. I cannot gather why. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was a pointless scene. I thought like you could have had something different there.
but Tubbs, it was a post-credit scene. Most people turn off when the thing is over. It was
Yeah,
left there
most people do,
because
but you know, like
it
for
was
the fans
pointless.
that are paying attention, like it felt like a waste of time. I don't know.
So,
For me, anyway, for me personally,
like previous
outside of that
post-credit
shit,
scenes, previous
but I mean,
post-credit
outside
scenes,
of that little thing,
Captain America talking on the TV. Some of the
which,
post-credit scenes have been just throwaway, though.
oh yeah, they have been, but they've been okay. This one was just
So
okay. I get it. I mean, I know what it is. It was paying off the joke in the episode with fucking with the shift and as Guardian and stuff. I got exactly what it was. I was just kind of going, all right, I don't
yeah,
like
but
this. This is
doesn't
stupid,
mean it's not.
and
It's
that was
not.
what he might take. But that was
It's
only
like
like nitpicky things.
there's
But
memes. There's
the
actually memes going around the internet of like Tony Stark dying and like Tony died so we could get this. Fuck
oh no,
off,
see
man.
that's going too far. Like my
Get your
my opinion
fucking
of it is,
arse
I
in gear.
really enjoy
Fuck
this
off.
show. I'm really fucking digging this show, and I really think it's good. I just didn't like that post credit scene. I thought it was stupid. That doesn't mean I hate the show, and that doesn't mean that like the MCU is ruined and Tony Stark died for this. No, that's fucking stupid. That's over the top and bullshit. Um, yeah, I mean, like she's a brilliant actress, dude. I really fucking dig her. I told you I watched all of Orphan Black, where she like plays multiple versions of herself in it, and she's just a fucking talented, fucking dope actress, man. Um, I'll be honest, I dug the first two episodes more than the third.
No, I
There was elements of the third I really liked. I loved the abomination stuff, and I liked the whole the thing with Wong was pretty damn funny as well. To be fair, he kind of like shows up and kind of like, and then they're like, yeah, but you know you committed a crime. He's like, I have to go. He just circles and darts, you know, like stuff like that. I really liked, but yeah, I don't know. This one, not the weakest. I just didn't. Yeah, I think I preferred the first two episodes more than this one. Now that'll probably change drastically next week because they did set up, you know, which a man tried to stab her with the thing and all that. Like, do you know what I mean? They did set. Now, and I'll be honest, I didn't know what the fuck was going on there. I was like, who the fuck is this? What's happening here? So I mean, I found there was intrigue. I actually was going, I'm interested in this. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I want to see more. So that's always good.
Those guys were the Wrecking Crew. I don't know if you've heard of them, like, but the little in joke there was like, "Oh, what did you do? Knock off an Asgardian construction worker."
Yeah.
Whereas
And
those
he was
guys,
like, yeah.
those guys in the comics, that is what their weapons are. They're like
Okay, yeah.
Asgardian.
But
stuff
what
or
was
whatever.
what was the purpose of trying to, like? Obviously, they were trying to
get her blood.
get her blood. So I'm assuming they were
for
trying to
their
make
boss.
more
Whoever their
Hulks.
boss is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's look at the comments before.
Yeah.
G4 says, I enjoy the direction of She-Hulk. The humor is good. Needs some more action. See, I don't think it's. I liked it.
But it's not
sharp kind of courtroom kind of thing as well.
Yeah, because I mean,
The
look,
tone is very similar to the comics as well. Pretty much.
yeah, I
on
mean,
point.
you are going to get the action, of course. She's She-Hulk. She will, she will smash some shit. But I think it is a courtroom comedy.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
She-Hulk was very. The Jane Emile court stuff was good, apart from not bringing up Emile was given the drugs by the U.S. Army. They did bring that up last week. He brought it up himself. He was like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be Captain America." He framed himself very much as the good guy when he was giving her the speech last week, which I thought was fantastic. I absolutely like you know, Tubbs. I absolutely love fucking Tim Roth, and I think he is. Even the
me
fact,
and you
like,
both, dude. I think he's a fucking savage actor.
the fact like that when he was saying, "Oh, I can prove it. I'll turn into him now," and he takes a minute to take off his fucking shoes and everything before he changes.
Yeah, he's kind of like,
that,
kind of fucking. He goes through his process like.
The Megan Thee Stallion subplot was utter bollocks and out of place. I don't think it was out of place. It's just.
I mean, I get it. I got why it was there.
It's a court
and it
show.
was kind of like the running humor kind of throughout the episode. But yeah, I'm with John on that one. Is like, I mean, that didn't work for me. I mean, not even the episode. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. This like shape shifting as Guardian that kept like fucking with them, until she kind of got caught.
Judge at one point.
Yeah, I was kind of going. It kind of made me
like
giggle
that.
once or twice.
I would
But
definitely watch.
I mean, the Megan. Sorry, dude.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I like the court thing that she's like a superhuman lawyer or whatever. It would be class to see like different fucking superpower beings being on the stand every week or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think
the week kind of thing.
But I mean, I do think you will probably will see that because she's doing the. I don't think it'll be Abomination for the whole thing. And then again,
I think
we don't.
Abomination is part of the fucking main plot. To be fair.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously they've spent so much time in the 3 episodes on him. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely not going to be like reformed and something's going to happen. He's going to go fucking rogue unless this is leading to him in the Thunderbolts as well.
My quick little prediction thing there. The guy, remember they said, "Oh, this is for our boss" or whatever. I think their boss is the leader. That's who I think it is straight away.
Okay.
He's never been mentioned since the Incredible Hulk movie.
And can I ask you a question? While we're talking about it?
No.
Am I the only one, or is anyone else in the comments on board with this? Am I the only one that's like kind of bored of Smart Hulk and kind of wants him to just go back to being like a raging fucking monster again?
He wasn't even in this episode though, was he?
Yeah, but you remember he fucking darted off last week.
Oh yeah, but I'd say that's that.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Is like I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved the chemistry between them in the first episode.
Oh no, I want him full berserker.
Really fucking cool. Like. Yeah, I want him to fucking rage out, man. I want him to fucking just go back to being fucking crazy. But kind of like Ragnarok, where he's like fucking, I mean, he was kind of starting to kind of like, I don't know. He had a bit more personality to the Hulk.
Thanos beat it out of him. That's why.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't. I mean, they probably.
I think we will see it when.
Yeah, I think it will happen. I think it'll come to the point where like the Hulk will. You will have that duality going on again, like.
Sai says, I'm just waiting to see her green tits out. Now that's Marvel. I believe there's another version of this show somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's a XXX She-Hulk. China, yeah.
Sai is Captain Kirk all of a sudden. Jonathan, I never twigged those Muppets were the wrecking crew. Yeah, your man calls the other guy Thunderball at one point, and Bulldozer is mentioned.
Yeah, Thunderball with the round ball chain thing.
And the main guy had a fucking crowbar, which would be Wrecker, obviously. The 25-minute episodes need a little more. Tony says, I won't watch She-Hulk until after the series. I love John Byrne's comics, and I hope they don't do him dirty. 25 minutes, including credits, though, way too short. But they said at the start that they were these.
But it has been designed like a sitcom, though. Do you know what I mean? And most of the episodes are between 20, 28 and 30 minutes anyway.
Brian and Jen is a shite lawyer. She never brought it up. It was sure a great plot point. Such a great plot point, even where he was like, thought he was going to become Captain America, and he was the good guy stopping the monster. Yeah. I love that speech actually. Fuck Smart Hulk and Subpar 7. They're paying big bucks for Tim Roth. They're going to use him.
Yeah.
World War Hulk all the way. Yeah, I think we'll get World Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is definitely leading to a World War Hulk movie, I'd say. And to be fair, isn't the rights for the Hulk going back to Marvel?
The rumors that the Universal rights are up early next year at some point.
Right, so that
Marvel will have
back to Marvel, like
full distribution rights on a Hulk solo.
Yeah, so I mean, once they get them back, they can fucking
do what they like.
Dive right into it.
Tom Pine says Marvel knows what it's doing with She-Hulk, and it's the first show where it seems like they don't really give a shit what people think. They have their long-term plans, and it fits that plan. And they should
Yeah.
do that all the time. They shouldn't give a
All
shit
the
what
time,
people think.
100%, man. It shouldn't matter about trying to please, like the majority with their shows. I mean, they've been doing this long enough to know that, like, yeah, I mean, like you have a fucking, like you have a design, build it around that design.
And did you see that scene as well? At the start where they had like all the internet people raging at the start of it.
Yeah, that was pretty
It
fucking
like
cool as
it
well. Like,
predicted its own
that's what I
critical
mean. Is like
reception.
there's some really cool concepts and really cool shots in the show.
I have to say though, like one of my favorite parts of outside of all the Abomination stuff was the shot of her in the car, and she turns to the camera, and you're like, "Oh, you probably think this is just a cameo show. Well, you're wrong. This is my show." But then we had Abomination, and then Wong, and then never mind.
I will.
She's brilliant.
Say one thing. But she's a very charismatic actress, man.
I think actually she's the most likable main
Yeah.
hero of TV shows. The most
Yeah.
likable TV star.
But she just is. I mean, I loved her in Orphan Black. I loved her, and I thought she was just so fucking talented in that. But I do agree with you. She's a very likable character. She's a very likable actress in this. But I do love the fourth wall break, and I wasn't sure if that was going to work.
It's fantastic. It works
And
brilliantly.
it's genuinely fucking great. But it just goes to show now that it can be done. You know, so it'll definitely be a fucking Deadpool thing once he pops up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's so fucking fluid doing it as well. Like it just seems so natural that she's just
it's perfect. Like stops and motherfuckers. But yeah.
It works, man. I mean, you know yourself, there's always this kind of weird disconnect if when people break the fourth wall in shows and movies and stuff, and it's weird. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
They copied whatchamacallit though. Fleabag. That's it. That was a big influence on it. That TV show. Now, obviously, have you not seen that TV show, Fleabag?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry.
Nick says, "Get him, Smitlord. Smitlord's gone to bed, my friend." The fourth wall breaking was in all the comics as well. Death to All, Super 7, Unbelievers. G4 says, "And a Star Wars fan since '77. Look at how the fans bitch and moan about everything they put out. They need to just keep pumping out relevant content." I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And Tony said, "Burns She-Hulk had the fourth wall break in the comic." It's implemented really well in the show. I think you'll like it. So yeah, guys, that's just coming up on 2 hours, and I have to be up in 7, so I'm going to go to bed. And once again, guys, thanks so much for sitting here and listening to us jibber jabber. It was lots of fun. I know we didn't get to go near the Lord of the Rings yet or the House of the Dragon,
but
we
might
will
have it all watched anyway next week, so at least the two of us will be able to like properly digest it.
I will say though, Matt Smith is the GOAT. That's all.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to it. As you know, man, I love me some Lord of the Rings. I can fucking
without spoiling it. I think so far it's so close to like seasons 1 to 4, rather than the other half that the kind of the quality start to dwindle.
So it resembles more of the original trilogy.
The trilogy?
Or no, what
I'm talking about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Lord of the Rings.
So House of the Dragon, like, is
okay.
Quality wise, it's more like the first few seasons.
So what am I in for with this? Like more dragons and incest?
Oh yeah, dragons.
Oh yeah, okay. It's my jam.
so much violence.
Okay, I can get down with that, man. I can get down with that.
Like, I'm not spoiling it for you because you're going to see it anyway. But there is one scene. I'm not giving you context or anything.
I still watch it, dude.
Where there are legs, toes, hands, cocks, everything chopped off, and it's just fucking vicious. So yeah,
dude. I don't mind all that shit, man. It's fucking
absolutely love it. It's brilliant.
Like you don't have to worry. I'm not going to wait 7 years to watch it like I did with Game of Thrones and then just binge watch it in 2 months.
Well, thank God we weren't doing a podcast at the time.
Yeah, because that was.
But actually, I didn't start watching Game of Thrones in season 3, so I can't say nothing. Smith Lord abandoned me. Oh, sorry, Mick. 20 says only War Hulk could beat She-Hulk in one punch. Mick says, great show, lads. Thank you, Mick, as always.
Thanks, buddy.
G-Force, thanks for hanging out, my friend.
Man. Great show.
American.
Great bunch of fucking people, man.
Great bunch of lads.
Great bunch of lads there, boy.
Thank you as always, my friend. Hope you're keeping well.
See you, James.
Tony, that was a great chat between you as a sub. Rang the bell straight away. Thank you so much, Tony. Hope you'll be back.
Thanks, bud.
Really enjoy having a bit of interaction there. It's always great to have someone new. Have a great
It's always a good time, buddy.
And G-Force says, never saw Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings either.
Oh, man. G-Force, you need to do homework, man. You need to go home and fucking watch all this shit. Like, you're not going to get Game of Thrones watched in 1 week, right? But definitely watch the trilogy. If you can watch the original Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Just give Fellowship a ring a go, and then you.
On that note, I know we're going, oh my God, he hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. I've never watched Harry Potter.
Neither have I.
Okay, so I'm not the weirdo. I thought like I was the opposite side that I can.
Or The Wire.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Or The Wire either, I bet you.
No, I've seen The Wire.
Have you seen Sopranos?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen Sopranos.
Yeah, it's been ages since I saw it, but yeah, Breaking Bad. I don't know. I watched the first episode, and I just never continued it, and I never went back.
I can see why.
I'll be honest. I've been told I'm missing out on an epic show, but
G-Force says not my jam. Never seen Harry Potter either. That's like that's an idea for a video for you where you watch things you've never seen before.
What famous shit that you've never seen?
But yeah. So yeah, guys, we shall leave it there and bid you adieu and good night. And Tubbs, you get that reference, I know.